Hi there, welcome to number one Geek It As I Sounds, and we're back with some more Stardeus Beta 0.14. And as you may have remembered from our last time, we have pretty much started doing more and more improvements on the system. We are having a few issues. We're lacking materials, for one thing. We've had some potential reactor problems because we've pretty much destroyed all our iron in the process. So we are currently on oil. So we need to make sure that we've got our iron going. Currently we've got 287 there done from there. So let's go collect that. And what are we doing for our rock as well? Well, we're doing quite a few of that. So we'll put a collect on that. So we're just going to send the helicopter out to go pick up more of the bits and pieces, and that will mean that we shall then be able to do some more extra stuff, such as getting that iron, for one thing. The other thing is research wise, there's only 17 left. I am now starting to think that perhaps our speed upgrade might be a good option, which will now mean that we will probably want to create a speed upgrade if we have as an autopilot upgrade. Have we got the autopilot upgrade on that yet? Do I have one? And where's the upgrade on that? Okay. Can I upgrade it? Ah, okay. But where was I? Yes, I wanted... Ooh, don't want to build a copy. I want to build a speed upgrade. Where was I? Assembling 3 items. Right, rocket chip. So it doesn't look like we can get a speed upgrade there. What about the automatic one? One of these bad boys here. Okay. New order. Marker chip. Okay. Have it just been that I've been a bit of a silly here, and 73 wires, and add another order. New order, there we go. There we go. So what we've got here, speed upgrade. Are you here? Autopilot upgrade. We haven't got one of those. Speed upgrade. Right, so we need an energy efficiency upgrade. So, right, let's just do... Yeah, but we'll leave 10 of them for the moment. That's always going to help. An autopilot upgrade needs plastic. So plastic is our major thing. Now, here's a question. Let me go back to that and plastic. So what do we need for plastic? It's carbon and petroleum. Okay, but is there another way to do it? Because usually sometimes there's more than one way to skin a cat, so to speak, in these things. New order. We can't make plastic here, can we? Plastic, literally a hand job. I didn't mean it quite like that, guys, but I just don't Is there more than one way to make plastic? No. Okay, so we need petroleum. And the problem is that currently we are using our crude oil. Now let me have a quick look at rock here. Because we're processing 2 items. That's lead and uranium. That is flour. It's disassembler. Okay, that's a fabricator. Right. So these are the bits and pieces I can make with the fabricator. I'm making energy rifles with that. Just get my head back around it. That's our tractor beam. That's our cargo copter. That's just enriched uranium. Have I stopped processing carbon from coal? Okay. Let's have a quick look up here. I think that's where I put the egg. Yeah, we've got crawlers in here. Maybe I ought to put a gun emplacement in here. Right. So. Nomad. You can go through here and deal with these guys. I mean, one thing I could do is open that door there, but let's deal with these. Let's speed things up a bit. Here we go. Higgs is already there. Nomad can sit at the back here and start shooting. Micro's on his way as well. Okay. Well, first thing we want to do is butcher that one. Dispose. And I think there's one back here, isn't there? Dispose, yeah. Well, it also looks like we might need to repair a couple of things here. Because this looks like that's damaged. Oh, yeah, Nomad, thank you. Okay, so where was I before? So that's the other thing we were looking for, was water, wasn't it? So we had ice around here, didn't we? And we need to maybe do some collecting. Let's get rid of the tide guys. Add rust and water. Okay. Launch that expedition. So they're too tired. Okay, let's take winter out. And let's just use rights. There we go. Now, how did I change my ice over? That's the other question. It's not that one. Maybe if I look at water as a resource, which is here. Water. Okay. Crafted in the recycler. Okay. Hopefully from ice. So that's the recycler I'm looking for. Right here. Processing 2 items. That's going to be from ice, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so we're working on that. That's good. So we make sure that we're... It's process management now. We're really on a desperate process management situation. And of course, the amount of rock that we need as well, that's also an issue. Unfortunately, we're okay there. Soft surge storm. Okay, everything's using less energy at the moment. Lack of materials. Yeah, it's plastic. It's plastic that's our problem at the moment. So we need to... Let's have a look. Carbon. Here we go. How do we get carbon? Grafting carbon from coal, from crude oil, from ashes, stem cells. Okay, so pretty much we're... The other... Should I not be able to get it from rock as well? Can I not... use the grinder here. No crude oil. Okay. Oh, we're currently making uranium, which is good. We are making carbon from coal. Can we make carbon from rock, though? Or can we make coal? Wait, look at loads of coal. We do have a lot of coal. Oh, no, we don't. From rock. Yeah, let's make... I know I'm doing this the slow way, aren't I? There we go. Was I making coal on this one? No, I wasn't. Okay. So that might now solve the problem. I'm currently doing platinum. Okay, that's fine. It might mean I might have to put in another grinder. Perhaps that is the thing, is that I need to put in a grinder for probably each one. So let's go with that hypothesis and maybe not press the E, because I've always been playing... Okay, we'll see if we can get that built. Because we know that we need specific things. We need coal and crude oil. So it might be an idea to actually dedicate that grinder there to coal and crude oil. So that's our dedicated plastic grinder, so to speak. Which, because it's obvious that plastic is the thing that we need right now. They've come back with something. Okay. How are we doing here now? Adding 59 of rock, 45 of iron. Current group is doing that speed, so let's speed up a bit. Let's get ourselves working through the system a bit. Ben's mining is up to level 1, it's good. So materials that we're lacking. Okay, I just heard a boop. Okay, so let's... Now we've got this grinder up, we'll configure it. We'll definitely do crude oil. Okay. And a new order for coal. And we want... So 150 of that. So we'll close that. Then what we can do then is stop producing there. And stop producing there. So that would then... Oh yeah, we're still getting stressed out, aren't we, yeah, guys? Okay, so that's producing coal now. I think in the earlier games, having one or two grinders there to do a job, a specific job, was fine. But I think now we've come to the part where we're a little bit more centralised around how we need to get our bits and pieces done. Without me doing these, we're not going to get anything, and that looks like it's doing the crude oil now. Then hopefully, whoever's making the plastic... How are we making the plastic? Right, we're making plastic from water carbon. But is there a way to dedicatedly make plastic? There was, wasn't there? Which was... through here. Okay, the other thing we need to do, sudden realisation, is petroleum. Let's whack up our petroleum to 100. I know, doing it the slow way, I do apologise. I'm an old man and I'm an idiot. Can't help it. And we're making carbon from coal. So why don't we put in another... Where are we? I'm looking for a grinder, aren't I? Well, I can't see it. Looking for a grinder, yeah. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Production. Centrifuge climbing pack. There you go. It's right there. Right. Rotate that round. Get this one built. We might have that dedicated to making, what was it? Carbon. And we want, let's try 200 of that. That means we can take that carbon off the production chain there, which means it can now hold itself on there. So I'm hoping that is going to then help with the production, because we've got... Are we out of storage again? I think we might be out of storage. So I also need to maybe build a... what would it be now? Facilities? Yeah, facilities. Where am I going to put it, though? Guess I could put one there. Or we could also do, maybe... which should help us a great deal. Okay. Let's have another quick look at how we're doing with the resources. 223, that's not too bad. 154. Well, we're back with some of the water. How are we doing now? We're converting that. We've got 0 water at the moment, so we should be converting the water over. Which it is doing. That definitely needs a speed module once that's done. Are we actually making the speed modules? That's the question. Speed upgrade. Need energy efficiency upgrade. And that's looking for plastic. I think we can see where the big problems is. So hopefully by the time I've got this done. So we're getting carbon done here. So where's Cody taking that? So just put it in there. So I'm wondering if I need to put in another recycler in here. It's doing water times 5. We are getting like 13 at a time and then it's going down to noughts. Protein's gone as well. We don't have protein. Am I not making protein? Okay, well we're okay with the soy burgers. We're making bread, so we are doing food. So that's not entirely a terrible situation to find ourselves in. But yeah, I think we kind of might. Right, so we've got our steel plate back. I think what I'm going to do. Because steel plate is our big major resource, so I'm going to put us up to at least 2 grand. Around that area. That's definitely something that we need to do. How are we doing for these ones here? So we've got completed copper plates. Okay. Steel plates. Well, that's at 1001 as well. Gold ingots, 20 out of 30. Lead, 30. Okay, we've got 14 platinum ingots, which is good. Silver ingots, glass, 223 out of 40. That's fine. Okay, so we're okay on some of the major bits and pieces that we need to do. Disassembler. Right. Looks like we've just made ourselves something from the enriched uranium. I might actually increase that need to 50. Generally because we need resources done for doing our research. I believe nuclear 1, enriched uranium we have 1, but we've got 14 nuclear datoids from that. Looking at what we do need to... Oh, wait a second. Clone egg. That's exactly what we wanted. Right, okay, that's... Can't remember why, but... If disabled, fighting against corners will not produce combat alerts or change the music. Keep on. Okay. Micrometeoroids. Okay. Right, let's get to... Right. We got absolutely cracked by the micrometeoroids last time, but hopefully our extra flux capacitor will allow us to be able to do this without too much of a hassle. Let's fast forward this. Doing alright? There we go. All done. Good stuff. So we're now pretty much dealing with all of our problems here. I think because we've got quite a bit of steel plate, we now have the opportunity to start maybe putting some of these floors in. Because we're going to increase the size of our... And leaving a bit of a gap in there, it just means that we've got... I mean, I could probably end up moving these guys over to here as a precaution. I'm pretty sure I can change these floors, can't I? But we'll leave these floors open. Okay, so now our production floor has significantly increased. That's what I was going to do. Oh, yes, we've got one of these. Let's open up the capsule. Of course, it's a crawler. Okay. So unlock these doors. Okay, so knowing this particular problem, what we're going to do is in security, we're going to pop in a mini turret. I'm going to pop it here. I'm going to pop one here and one here. So that anything that gets created and ends up causing us a problem, we can deal with. And there we go. So we're now building our eggs to pick up the goo that we need to improve, which I can't for the life of me remember why. But yeah. We might need to go for some more ice. Let's take into account that we can put Bender in. We just keep spamming the ice. I don't think we're going to be moving too far away from here for... Let's collect that as well while we're at it, and collect that. An unreachable area detected. Room 3. Ah. Well, we were going to turn that into a... reinforced wall. It's not supposed to be an area. Let's get rid of that to put the wall back in. Yeah, let's get rid of that wall. There we go. And then we can put that wall back in again. There we go. So that should have dealt with that particular... Oh, there's another storage capsule coming in. Jesus, Leah, stop it. There's another storage capsule here. Let's open that. Can't be another. Armoured helmet, jet suit and uniform. Nice. Okay. While we're at it, let's disassemble that for some steel plate and some titanium plate. It's always good. Okay, so I think today has most been like resource management and mining and just getting the ship pretty much prepped up for its preferred way of doing things. We may end up having to change this around a bit so that we've got everything in a bit more of an organised space, effectively. Putting objects together and making sure that... oh, hello. Here we go. Cleaning, shooting, melee, crafting and construction and cooking. Social expedition. Ooh, expedition. Yeah. Have these colours come out. Okay, so... oh. There's an incoming stasis pod. But guys, we are going to have to deal with that particular thing next episode, as we pretty much hit time. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching. If you could press the like and subscribe button, I'd be very, very grateful. If you want to pop something down in the comment section, just let me know if you think I'm doing okay, if you've got some things or questions to ask me, or just generally telling me I'm an idiot, which we all know that's true anyway. Please feel free to do so. If you want to also have a look at my membership packages, why not press the join button at the bottom and you can get extra stuff from me. And if you're not one of these people that likes to get tied down to a monthly fee, there's also the super thanks if you want to help me in my mission to get myself a brand new editor who can do a better job at editing this stuff than I do and has more time to do it. So that's it from me. Thanks so much for watching, guys. You take care. Bye bye.